it. And that something on my list is right here. That's it. That's all I'm after. Just one thing. And it says over. I have a feeling I'm going to have a really hard time finding anything that is specifically formulated. Stop number one. Stop number two. Strike two. Stop number three. Howdy. If I was any better, I'd be twins. Oh, I'll know when I find it. Will do.
Has specific.
That's number three. Stop number four. Happy Sunday.
Oh.
Help you find anything, or?
Do you have any fuel stabilizer?
Fuel stabilizer?
Yep.
Yeah, right here. Sta-Bil here. Got seafoam, or we got a bigger bottle.
Very good.
And then we got gas treatment there. That's for the tank, pour in it, all of that. So any of those three, and then there's a bigger bottle.
Stop number five. Nothing here saying small engine. Well, gang, this is the last stop. I'm tired of looking. But there's got to be something out there, right? Hey, gang. Well, you guys saw that on Sunday, today's Thursday, you saw on Sunday, I ran around, and by the way, that was probably the last warm day we're going to have. You can see I'm in a hoodie and a sweatshirt. I couldn't find small engine specific fuel stabilizer. And so I came back home, started looking at all my stuff. So I've got my Seafoam, and looking around it, Seafoam actually does show a chainsaw, a lawnmower, snowblower, outboard snowmobile, tractor, motorcycle, inboard truck, car, as a motor treatment. Now, people do use this as a fuel stabilizer. And although it does work, it works in a wide variety of applications. It's not specific, not purpose built. So I wanted to find a purpose-made stable product or any kind of product that's going to concentrate on those small engines, because I have so much trouble in the springtime with small engines, and I wanted something that I could introduce to people and say, hey, look, get this. Put this in your tanks. Put it in your portable gas containers. Well, I've been using the Sta-Bil Marine 360 with vapor technology. It's ethanol treatment and stabilizer. It treats for approximately 1 year, and this tiny little 10-ounce bottle here, I believe actually treats 100 gallons. So it is 1 ounce per 10 gallons. That's pretty incredible. So, will this work in small engines? Yes, but it's not small engine specific. It's marine, but it works really well. Does a good job. Then we've got Sta-Bil storage. Here's another Sta-Bil storage, and another Sta-Bil storage, and another Sta-Bil storage. 3 different sizes here. So, you know, if you have just a little bit, get a little bottle that'll treat 10 gallon, or you can get one that treats 25 or one that treats 40. And this is all been reformulated from the old Sta-Bil days of prior to all the ethanol problems. This would be one of those bottles. This is from Gold Eagle, is the name of the company that makes Sta-Bil, and they make other products too. But this Sta-Bil is not ethanol friendly. It will it won't do much for your ethanol, but Sta-Bil came through and they reformulated so that it takes care of ethanol blended fuels, all ethanol blended fuels, which would include E85. The big bottle treats up to 40 gallons. I already went through all that, but again, we are still stuck with a small engine specific Sta-Bil. Went through that storage, we went through the marine. Then I found this, and I'd forgotten that I had this. Briggs & Stratton. So it's obviously for small engines. Maximum storage protection, preserves fuel for 24 months for all 2 and 4 cycle engines. But nowhere on here do I see where it says anything about ethanol protection. That's the key, ethanol protection. So yes, I already had a small engine. Excuse me, my nose is driving me nuts. I already had a small engine fuel stabilizer, but it is not formulated for ethanol blended fuels, which is the devil on these small engines. So what does that leave us? That leaves us wondering, is someone please gonna make a product for small engines? Well, if you holler loud enough, it just might happen. Enter a new product from Sta-Bil. Ethanol fuel treatment and stabilizer, small engine formula. Let me go ahead and pop this out of the package here. Now, I went to 5 different retail stores. None of them carried this. But my good friends at Sta-Bil contacted me and said, well, let us just send you what we've got and you can give it a try. So, right there, that small bottle right there, 4 ounces, will treat 5 gallons. So you can stabilize fuel for your small engines with 360-degree protection on small engine formula. Prevents corrosion both above and below the fuel lines. That is what is so important. That is the key right there, because above the fuel line in motorcycle gas tanks, above the fuel line in a fuel bowl, above the fuel line in your riding mowers or gas, condensation forms. This protects the entire fuel system, not just the fuel. That's the key. That is the big key. So, new product from Sta-Bil. You can order it online. You can get it from Amazon. You can go to Eagle. Sorry guys, I just forgot. You guys can go to Gold Eagle and order it from them. There's a number of outlets online that you can get it. In my area, there are zero brick and mortar stores that are carrying this. And I think it's uber important for anybody and everybody who runs anything, weed eater, chainsaw, push mower, riding mower, compact tractor, garden tractor, what have you, to have the proper stabilizer. So Sta-Bil came through. They have made a product that I have been looking for a long time. Kudos, Sta-Bil. So we're going to put it to the test. It will, let's see here, I'm trying to see if it says how long it will treat the fuel for, and I don't see it on here, so I'll have to get a hold of them and check and see. But I would imagine their minimum, like with the Marine, is 1 year. So that's your ticket right there. So, alright, but I'm not done. What happens if you are a little forgetful and you don't treat, and you get your riding mower out, push it out of the shed, push it out of the garage, get ready to start it, and it will not start? There's nothing more aggravating than that. Well, there's a chance that you can bring it back to life with another product from Gold Eagle, and that is called Start Your Engines. It is a fuel system revitalizer, instant fix for stubborn engines like lawnmowers, trimmers, outboard engines, motorcycles, from the makers of Sta-Bil. It'll treat 1 gallon. You take this can, give it a good shake, depress this into the gas tank. Make sure you get plenty enough in there. Let's see, this 1 can will treat 1 gallon. So put the entire can in. I can peel the label and read it for you for the step-by-step instructions. But this may save your rear come springtime. So look for this in your stores or look for it online. Start Your Engine Fuel System Revitalizer. Totally different from a stabilizer. If you forget this, this may save your hide. So there's that. So what else does Gold Eagle make? Well, Gold Eagle also makes 303 products. 303 products are protectants and waxes and cleaners for automobiles. They have a spray wax, 303 spray wax, and they have been manufacturing these products in this product line since 1980. So that's 37 years. That's a good long while to have a product out. You know, you guys like turtle wax? Maybe this stuff will be better. Then there's a speed detailer. Now I use Meguiar's speed detailer all the time, so I'm going to give this stuff a shot on Clifford. It's UV protection, cleans between washes, helps protects against fading. And then we also have the interior, and an interior protectant. You don't want to use something like Armor All on your dash because it attracts the sunlight and it is not UV resistant. Helps prevent fading and cracking. repels dust, lint, and staining. That's the big thing, repels it. You use the other stuff, dust just sticks to it like a magnet. Dry to the touch, non-greasy finish. Another really big plus on that. And then they just have, you know, your kid gets in there and slings a little bit of ketchup after eating some fries, you got a multi-surface cleaner. So if you thought Sta-Bil was just about fuel stabilizers, they're not. Gold Eagle has a number of products across the board that does all kinds of things, and I'm not done. You guys already know that I use my fogging oil all the time in my cylinders when I'm storing an engine. There's a process and a procedure that you use. This is great for outboards. This is great for your riding mowers. If you know they're going to be sitting for a minimum of 3 months, pop the spark plug out, spray a little bit of this in there, and run it until it dies, or just run the engine over for a couple minutes. Or what you can do is spray it directly into the carburetor and then spray it until the engine dies. That will coat everything inside the engine that would need to be coated. Sta-Bil fogging oil. I also use this as an assembly lube, and it works awesome. Okay, it coats all internal engine components, lubricates and protects the cylinders. But I'm not done. Sta-Bil makes something else that's really cool, a rust stopper. You guys may know Musty One. He will go on about spraying used motor oil or paraffin wax, melted down paraffin, under his vehicles, and then riding down dusty roads to attract dust to it to work as a rust barrier. That's an awesome idea. This is definitely not as inexpensive as used motor oil, obviously, but if you've got some rust that you want to stop, like I've got on Old Blue, I just shoot that thing wherever I need to shoot it and stop that rust dead in its tracks. Providing this Sta-Bil rust stopper does exactly what it says it's going to do. I hear a little ball rattling around in there, so it's obviously a paint type situation. And it shows that it's good for, I don't know why fiberglass would corrode, but I mean, I know it can get, anyway. Tractors, chainsaws, you could, you know, spray your bar with it, keep your bar from rusting. Trucks, cars. It says here, shake hand vigorously for approximately 15 seconds before use, and periodically during loose. Apply 2 to 3 inches away from surface if possible, and swipe back and forth to apply even coat on the surface of the metal. Removal is as simple as high pressure washer. Just use a high pressure washer, and that'll clean it all off. That's pretty cool. So it's not a permanent. I like that. I like that. Okay, I'm glad I read that. So there you go, guys. Sta-Bil was kind enough to send me all of this stuff to present to you guys, and my main concern was this right here. Sta-Bil finally came through. Sta-Bil has it covered. And then, if you forget, Sta-Bil has it covered on the receiving end of an engine that won't start. So, kudos, Sta-Bil. I'm not paid by Sta-Bil. This is not a paid advertisement at all. I'm just showing you guys what's out there and what's available, and Sta-Bil finally came through. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for someone to come through. Briggs & Stratton, they may have a new stabilizer out. I was not able to find any. I did not go to a Farm and Fleet store. I may do that and see if I can't find the new Briggs & Stratton fuel stabilizer and see if it says anything about being ethanol safe. But there you go, guys. That's it. Friendly Neighborhood Zippo. I think this was just uber helpful. I know it's helpful to me. I'm so psyched to get a hold of this stuff. I'll be able to treat 10 gallons. I'm going to go through and treat everything. And in the springtime, we'll see how everything acts and reacts. We'll see if it all come back to life. That's it. Friendly Neighborhood Zippo. I will see you on the next one. You guys can pause your screen to read that. Pause your screen to read that. That's the information on the small engine Sta-Bil.